treated, bro. Let me tell you about a time me and my friends were on a fucking road trip. It was actually this summer too. Listen. So me and my friends were on a road trip. I'm not gonna name a name. It was me. I think it was three other friends. Hold on. Four other friends, and it was good. It was an amazing trip. All that. Okay, you know, like we're on the country, you know, we went to the beach and stuff. First we're on the country, so like there's a whole bunch of white people. We went to like a car show and everything. I didn't see it. I thought we was gonna get racially profiled out there. I'm not gonna hold you, but everybody was chill out there. We seen the cars race each other and all that. We went to the beach. There was some motherfucking fine ass girls there, by the way. Dang, I forgot what it was called. It was I had it on the tip of my head, but then I forgot. Okay, the night before we left though, because we were staying there just for the weekend. Okay, my other friend had left because he went back to Ann Arbor because I had a job he had to get back to. So me and my three other friends were still there. Yeah. And two of my friends went to sleep because they had to drive in the morning because we were leaving that day. Me and my other friend were still up, just chilling, vibing, talking. And out of nowhere, me and him are just both on our phones. He's on that couch, I'm on this couch. On our phones. And there's a window right behind me. Man, I'm not making this up. I'm so serious. I hear. On that window, it was more like it was like a thud. It was like a boom, boom, boom. Like something is bashed into it. Well, I looked at my friend like, and we still look at each other. Hear it again. We both get up like this. Like, nah, this is wild. And then we just start heart beating crazy, beating fast, sweating, all that. We walking around the house now. This is the Airbnb right there. The Airbnb house was nice. We walk towards the other rooms, and before we can walk towards the other room, we hear, not by the same window, but there's a kitchen window, and we hear that area. That's when we started sprinting. We sprinted to the nearest friend. Now, mind you, the kitchen window is right here, and there's a room right here. There's a front door right here, and there's a room right here. A big giant, like, I don't know, like living room, I guess, like a secondary living room. It was like a, what do you call those outer houses? It's connected to the house, but it's not really the house. Whatever. My friend was sleeping in that one. We went to my friend's room, the other room. He was back here, in the back of the house. We went to his room. It was like, dog. We heard banging at the window. We in our minds, we were thinking there's somebody at the window. Hey, come on, bro. Smile in the face. We think somebody at the window, bro. We told my friend. He started panicking like a motherfucker. He saw how serious we were. He started panicking. My heart was beating so fast. Listen, I'm playing this game and I'm getting scared. Could you imagine a real life situation? That's what I thought I was in. And so I'm over here. I get my friends, we all stay in the one room. We sit there for like 15 minutes. I peek through the door and make sure nobody's there. Nobody gets in the house. Bro, next thing you know, I open the door, I start crawling. I grab two knives, me and for the other one for my friend. Because the other one, he was so scared he almost threw up, but it was a whole thing. Okay, and then we just sitting there with the knives on our hands. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes pass by. So we just leave. And then we wake up my friend that was in the front area room. Because I was worried about that man the entire time because he was the closest to the window that was pounding. This is literally crazy. I will never go back there ever again, by the way. I'm never going to the country. Never. Never making a road trip back to the country. It has to be in the city. I'm never living in the country. But yeah, that happened. Bro. Okay, and then we all leave. This is like 6 a.m. We all just dipped. We were already supposed to be leaving that morning, but we just left. It was dark. So we just left. All four of us left. Two different cars. And we just drove off. No, actually, we all left in one car. We drove off, and we left all our stuff at the house. And we just drove off. We just cleared our mind. We was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was low-key instigating like a motherfucker. Because I was saying, because there was curtains. So we didn't see what was banging on the window when we were sitting on the couch. In my mind, I kept telling my other friend who was there with me, like, cause my other friends, like one of my friends, he didn't really believe me. You would literally have to be there. That's all I gotta say. I kept telling him, what if we had just opened the curtains? What if we had opened the curtains and we just see somebody, or literally just a cult of people, and it was making the situation even worse. So I started shutting up. And then we drove around for like maybe 20 minutes. We drove to a gas station. Mind you, this gas station has some crazy bugs. Yeah. A voice message. Let me see. I ain't getting none. Okay, what was that? Okay, we were driving around for like 20 minutes. And it was just mad dark. We seen some crazy, bro, because our minds were already like, we were just mad scared. We see some crazy roads. It was just dark. It was a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness, bro. That was the most stressful night I've ever been in. So after that, we went to a gas station, that's right. Bro, there was bugs all over the gas station. Doors and all of that. There was these nasty bugs, and I had to use the bathroom. I had to open the door, and it was a whole bunch of, I don't even know what type of bugs they were. They were nasty looking, and flies or whatever. It was weird. That just made the night even worse. So we went back to Airbnb, the house, and then we said we was gonna go in there. No. Before we went in there, listen, the window where we heard the banging, because we searched the house. It looked like somebody trying to barge in and break it, because a window's like this, yeah? And then you have like it slams into this, right? Nobody opened the window, but it was like it was forced open by something or somebody. I'm so serious. It was like forced open by somebody. I'm so serious. And at that point, we just believed it was a person. It had to be a person. How do you explain that? And then when we left, bang. We all go home. We don't tell this to none of our parents, because they would never let us go anywhere else ever again. My boy who bought the Airbnb, he told the person who owned it that happened. You know what they said? Because there was cameras. They said there was nothing on the cameras. That's cap. That's cap. What you mean there was nothing on the camera? That's cap. I don't believe that. She said it could have been a bear. How you don't see a bear on the camera, bro? Why would a bear be knocking on two sides of a house? Why would a bear be trying to break the window? It was not a bear. You would see a bear, you would hear a bear. It was a human being, bro. I'm sorry. I think she said something. I know it got sidetracked, but that's like playing this game. That's what that reminded me of, bro.